if I gave you a Ferrari, would you then say to me, this is awesome, but I'm only going to drive at 20 miles an hour? Are you kidding me? No, we want to stomp on the gas. We want to test that baby out. And this is how I feel we take care of our health today. You have a body that is designed for function, and yet we never test our own limits. Now, before we get into this video, I just want to say, I'm not telling you to go out there and hurt yourself, but I want you to understand the difference in how strong your body should be and what we do, like how resilient the human body is. Now, let's just think about the difference between someone who is really healthy and someone who is really sick. That body, the person who is really sick, think about how challenged their body is in everyday life. They don't feel good, they're not sleeping well, they may or may not be overweight, they could be skinny fat, they just aren't metabolically healthy. They may have digestive issues, skin issues, and their energy can be low. They're just not functioning the way, in my opinion, is our birthright. But think about it. That body is so challenged with sickness, and yet it still survives. So if we look at the opposite of that, if we challenge our bodies in such a way that we create so much damage, we put poor quality foods in our systems, we don't drink water, we drink pop, we're constantly sitting on the couch eating chips and watching TV instead of getting up and actually challenging our bodies in a physical, mental, emotional way. What we're doing is we're challenging it in a way that breeds sickness. So if we look at the opposite side of that coin, what if we challenged our bodies in a way that bred health? Because both of those are a challenge to the human body. And same thing, if I give you a Ferrari, are you going to drive it around at 20 miles an hour? Let's hit the gas. So what does that mean? How's that actually connected to your health? Well, I was with a good friend of mine this past weekend at a workshop, and she's 55 today, is her birthday, and she isn't feeling well. She is low on energy. Her libido is low. She's not sleeping well. She has brain fog. She's having all the very common symptoms that many women of postmenopausal age struggle with. And she's not currently exercising. If she is, it's not that much. And she had pulled me aside and she said, what are you doing? She said, I've watched you. I've watched how you've transformed. You've got so much energy. Your skin looks better. She said, what are you doing? I need to do something. Her hormones are completely out of whack. And she said, I can't figure it out. I'm putting weight on and I don't know what to do. And the first thing I asked her was, are you exercising? And she said, well, not really. And I said, okay, well, what do you like to do? Well, I like to walk. Okay. Listen, there are starting points for everyone. So full disclaimer, this is not to tell you to go out and hurt yourself. You do have to start somewhere. But here's the reality is if you don't challenge your body to know its limits, you're still going to stay stuck with where you're at. So she says, well, I don't want to go to the gym. And I go, okay, I get that. Like some people don't want to go to the gym. There's a little intimidation factor. I also feel that if I can just encourage you to get past that, walk into the gym. People in the gym are very friendly and very inviting. And at least the gym I go to, everybody's cheering everybody on. It's a wonderful community of people who want to see people doing better in their lives. You can also hire a trainer, and a trainer will help keep you accountable. But what she was telling me, she says she doesn't want to go to the gym. She says, I've got maybe 10 or 20 pound weights at home and I have some bands. And I go, okay, that's fine. It's a great place to start. But as a woman, over 40, over 50, if you do not lift weights, your metabolic status continues to go down. And when you start to lift weights, your metabolic status will go up. Muscles are incredibly hormonally active. So they change everything. It helps improve sleep. It helps improve libido. It improves weight loss. Yes, weight loss, it improves gut function. Just the mere fact that you are pushing weights with your human frame. You don't need to go out and do an hour of cardio. You need to be lifting weights, period. So you could do it at home, you could start there, but you've got to get into the gym. So then she says to me, I don't want to feel sore. And I go, what do you mean you don't want to feel sore? Again, you're taking your Ferrari out and driving it 20 miles an hour. That's like saying, I don't want to burn fuel. I don't want to hit it to 100 miles an hour because I don't want to burn fuel. It's not possible. You are going to be sore when you start to make structural change. Now, pain and soreness are two different things. But I did tell her, I said, listen, I'm sore almost every day. I'm working hard. I still give my body rest and recovery time, but I'm not in pain. But I do feel stiffness and soreness, but I do other things. I take Epsom salt baths. I go to yoga. I do a lot of things that help to stretch and elongate and relax my muscles. So it's virtually impossible, maybe literally, I don't know, my English people out there, to think that you're going to make structural and metabolic change to your body without feeling some kind of soreness. Your body is going to restructure itself, and it needs you to challenge it. It needs you to think of it as a Ferrari that you are going to hit the gas and go 100 miles an hour. How does it turn corners? Oh my gosh, like challenge yourself. See how strong can you be? Now listen, I'm somebody, I've always been active and I've worked out my whole life, but I decided about 1.5 years ago to get back into the gym and just focus on strength training. Yes, I'm still doing some cardio, not as much as I was doing, and I'm still doing yoga, but I added the strength training. I dropped 16 pounds. Everything in my body is feeling better. My hormonal system feels better. My brain feels better. I'm sleeping better. The muscle in my body is far more metabolically active and healthy and helping me to live a life of vitality. People say to me, listen, I'm 56 years old, and they say to me, I could never keep up with you. I didn't have this kind of energy 1.5 years ago. I felt my decline, even though I was somebody that exercised. So I'm encouraging you to go challenge your body. You've got to start, if you don't feel good, if your joints hurt, you have to start somewhere. So yeah, maybe just walking, maybe some hand weights at home. Start to build the confidence, start to build the foundation, the baseline that's going to build the strength that you're going to need for longevity. The more muscle you have on your body, the better off you're going to be if you get sick or have some kind of illness. Your immune system functions on that protein and it will burn it up. It's looking for those stores. So the less muscle mass you have, the more opportunity you have for more severe illness. So I want you to think about that. Also in this 1.5 years, I put on 3 pounds of muscle. So in the grand scheme of things, I lost almost 20 pounds, 19 pounds, and I gained 3 pounds of muscle. So I'm net 16. So think about that. It's way easier to put on fat than it is to put on muscle. I could go eat a pile of donuts today and put on all kinds of fat, but that's not the world that I want to live in. I want to live with energy and vitality. I want to sleep well. I want to have a healthy libido. I want to have healthy relationships. And I just want to feel amazing for a lifetime. So I encourage you, take your human frame, the body that is designed to be challenged, and give it some gas and move it in a direction that will make sure that you are sustaining a level of longevity. We're not getting out of here alive. So why not live the most years of your life as the best years of your life? All right, let me know your thoughts. Please leave me a comment and please share this page. I'm growing this page and it is from wonderful people like you being on this channel. If you share it for me, then I can continue to grow and bring the message of health and wellness and longevity to the world. So thank you so much, as always, for being here. I appreciate you, and I'll see you on the next one.